Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Daily Racing Form YouTube. I'm Gino Buccola alongside Mike Beer with producer Bobby helping us out with a preview of the Grade 2 Troy on Sunday at Saratoga. 5.5 furlongs for turf sprinters, $300,000 up for grabs. Let's take a look at the field lining up for this one. Mike, the number 3, Bring the Band Home, earned a 109 buyer speed figure, winning the Harvey Pack last time out. Horses like this, I generally want to try to beat their next start. But when you look at the rest of this field, he does look like he caught a great field. There's not that much other early speed. There's not really a lot of the top turf sprinters in here.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, I think it's fair to say he's probably not going to run another 109 in here, Gino. I mean, he got loose on the lead over a rock hard turf course in that last race. I guess the question is, even if he just runs his second best race in here, is this field going to be able to beat him? Because this horse, his top race is really good anyway, and he looks like he's the lone speed again.
Yeah, and if we look at the pace projector here, this is how it sets up with him loose on the front end. And yeah, he doesn't have to run a 109 buyer speed figure. If he comes back and he runs like a mid 90s buyer speed figure in that 95, 96-ish range with the advantage on the lead that he may get, that's probably good enough to win this race. We'll see if anybody can push him early on as we meet the field, Mike. What I had a hard time going through this field in turf sprints. You don't have as many graded stakes races. And just looking at this field, there just don't seem like there's a lot of graded stakes type turf sprinters. A horse who has some ability and is certainly a win horse is Determined Kingdom. He's a 10-time winner in 28 lifetime races, but his last few races just haven't been as good. I mean, on June the 21st at Laurel, he had absolutely no excuses. He had a perfect trip. He opened up almost 2 early in the stretch, and he just got nailed. Maybe the 6 furlongs is a little too much for him, so the cutback to 5.5 could help, but I just expected a little more from him in his last couple.
I agree. I don't like his 3 starts so far as a 6-year-old. Listen, maybe he's just racing himself back into shape here, and he will move forward one more time here. But like you, I don't like his last race at all. I mean, I didn't. I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe 6 furlongs is too far for him, but to me, he's supposed to win that race. And not only didn't he win
Absolutely.
it, that horse ran him down easily at the end of
Yep.
that race. I don't know. I didn't like that race so far as a 6-year-old. He just hasn't been as good. And even when you start picking through his PPs anyway, I mean, he's run some fast races, but every time they move him up into an open stakes race, it just seems like he's not good enough.
Yep, 2 graded stakes races. He's been defeated by Senbei and Alagon, a couple of the rivals in here in those spots, so he's going to have to improve on them at the very least. 26 Black is the next one. The lack of early speed for this guy kind of hurts, Mike. He was 4th inside, a couple lengths off, most recently in the Cole, which is the race behind Senbei. Senbei won that one loose on the lead. He finished 4th. He ended up like, looming up to 3rd briefly. I think the lack of speed puts him behind a lot of these horses in the turf sprints.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, it just seems like this race isn't going to set up any better for him. And,
Yep.
last time being, towards the back in that most recent start was a bad thing because that was sort of a turf sprinter where they went slower early and then they went faster late. And he just really had no chance to sort of run his way into it. I'm a big fan of this horse. He's a rock solid New York bred turf sprinter, but he hasn't, proven himself to be a stakes horse yet. I mean, this is a
Yep.
horse who is now 0 for 5 without Lasix in his career. Of course, you can't use Lasix in stakes races. So being 0 for 5 without Lasix means he's 0 for 5 in stakes races. So I don't know, man. I feel like this race is just another tough spot for him, but this horse is pretty good.
Bring the Band Home, earned that big figure last time out, and he just catches a really nice field without other early speed. We have a replay of him winning the Harvey Pack, and he's shown sub 21 speed. I mean, this guy can absolutely fly, and there's a lot of things to like. He likes Saratoga, he likes 5.5, second start off the short break, and he's pretty much fired in like 8 of his 12 starts. You can make some excuses for a couple of them, but I always like playing against horses like this coming off their big race. I just couldn't find the horse in here, Mike. I hope some of the gamblers out there can feel comfortable about finding a horse to take a shot, but I don't think you and I really could find that one here.
Yeah, I think we feel the same way about him. I tried really hard to take a shot against this horse. And listen, I don't think there's too much that we need to elaborate on here as far as what he's done so far. As you've already pointed out, he's just a really good horse anyway. Again, is he going to run another 109 ever in his life? I'll say no. But he doesn't have to run that fast in here. And the more I looked at the race, even if I felt like he was really going to regress in here, he's lone speed again. I don't see
Yeah.
anybody pushing this horse on the lead. And that really made it hard for me to pick against this horse.
Yep, especially at 5.5 too.
Yeah.
Alagon is the next one up, and he's coming out of some of the better races. I believe we have a replay of him finishing third in the Grade 1 Jaipur, and you're talking about AG Bullet in there, my boy Prince. So that's a pretty solid group. He's fourth. He's a couple lengths off. He kind of looms up trying to follow AG Bullet. He's 4 wide. He just couldn't really go on with the top two in here, and I don't think that's anything to really knock. Those are some pretty nice turf sprinters. I just wonder if he's going to be able to sit close enough to be able to finish. I don't mind a lot of his form overall, third start off the bench, but I'm just still concerned that he's not quite as fast as Bring the Band Home.
He's I agree with all that stuff. But he is certainly one of the horses. If you're going to try to take a shot against this favorite, this is one of the horses you probably want to try to do it with. He's just a good horse. He's been a good horse for a long time. He always shows up too. I mean, there are
Yep.
really very few bad races on his card. I thought off the layoff back in May at Aqueduct, he had a little bit of a trip in that race, and he actually ran pretty well to get third. And he ran fine last time in a tougher race than this one. I mean, this horse, he makes plenty of sense in here, Gino. We'll see if he gets the right kind of trip.
You talk about a Barn and Ryder that are rolling along right now over the last month or so. Joe Sharp, Jose Ortiz, both individually are on heaters. Let My People Go comes into this off of a nice win last time out. He earned a 95 Beyer speed figure in a turf sprint over at Churchill Downs. Mike, he was sitting just behind the leaders. He was in a little bit tight. He found room. He moved through nicely. And now the third start of the form cycle for a Barn and Connections that are really firing. I'm not sure if he has one, but if he can take a slight step forward, that would put him right into the mix with contention here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, listen, you have to go back 2 summers now to get to it, but he's run a triple digit buyer in
Yep.
his own right. So, he's got that in him somewhere, I guess. And I did like his last race. Maybe that's just a sign that Joe Sharp has gotten this horse back to his very, very best form. He was awful good winning last time. As you've already pointed out, Joe Sharp got off to a red hot start at the meet here.
Senbei is the next one. He's been a solid turf sprinter over the last couple years. He actually got ended up on the lead in his most recent race, and he just never shows speed. I think that kind of tells you that they weren't going that fast in that particular race where he was able to get the lead, but probably felt like he was the best horse in there, so they put him on the front end, and he gets the job done. And if you're looking to play against the favorite, he feels like he's in that group with Alagoon, or where you could maybe make a case for him. He's got a little versatility. I just don't really know how good overall he is, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think obviously you don't think he's going to make the lead in here like he did last time in the Ashley T. Cole. But the good news for Senbei is he doesn't need the lead to be
No.
effective. I mean, actually, he's run better races without the lead, so he's got that in his bag here. He traded a couple of decisions with Alagon late last year, so they're kind of, they have similar things going for them. And I also just feel like his top race, he ran a couple of them last year. If he can run that here, he could be pretty dangerous in this
Yep.
race. I mean, this horse is pretty good. I don't think you would like him off his last race. I think you would like him off some of the races he was running at the end of last year because they were good.
Yeah, if this was 6 furlongs,
Yeah.
I think I might play him. And I think because that's
I
where
agree.
I'd be a little bit more worried about bringing the band home. But at 5.5 still, I don't know if he's quite as good going a little bit shorter. We move to our shot. This horse was a grade 2 winner. And when you look back to the 2024 form, I mean, he's second in this race, earning a 100 Beyer speed figure. Following that, he's winning the grade 2 Woodford over at Keeneland. But since then, in his next 4 races, he really just hasn't showed up at all, Mike.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he's going to be able to, make that progression like he made last year. Because if you start picking through his form, like last year, his first, 3, 4 starts when he came back, they weren't that good.
Yep.
And then he got up here to Saratoga, and all of a sudden, he misses by a nose. He misses by a head in this race. He runs two triple digit Beyers in a row. I mean, all of a sudden, he got good at Saratoga last year, and I was sort of wondering if the same thing would happen this year. It hasn't happened yet. But man, he's been in 2 really tough races so far this summer.
You could probably poke some holes to good turf courses in a couple of his most
Yeah.
recent races. Maybe he didn't perform as well over there. He hooked that really fast turf course where Bring the Band Home just kind of flew and nobody got the race shape there. So yeah, I mean, you could get to him at a
Yeah.
price if you're looking for one there with our shot to round out this field. Full Moon Madness is entered for main track only. So Mike, you and I were hemming and hawing a lot, trying to beat the heavy chalk in here, but when it came down to it, I just couldn't find the horse that I wanted to beat Bring the Band Home. So I ended up with selections going 3, 5, 4, 1 here. You're going to go 3, 6, 4, 7. Talk to us a little bit about how you stacked them.
Yeah, I just couldn't. Again, we talked about it enough. We don't need to elaborate. If there was another speed in the race, I would probably have taken a shot against Bring the Band Home. But I just feel like he's going to get loose on the lead again in here. And I just couldn't talk myself into Senbei enough. If I was going to take a shot against him, it would be with the 6. I don't know if I'll be able to talk myself into it.
Make sure to check out all throughout the Saratoga meet the DRF AI tool. It is brand new and it's totally free all throughout Saratoga. If you're kicking back on Sunday and playing the races, it can help you maybe find some prices, maybe find some particular horses you're looking for. Check it out, chat.drf.com. Wish you all the best of luck on Sunday.